name's Eva Journey, and we are going to open the City of Sweet Home Library Board meeting for July 9th, 2026. It's 4:30 p.m. Let's have roll call.
Board Member Castaneda is out. Board Member Corley.
Here.
Board Member Wise.
Here.
Vice Chair Hicks.
Here.
Chair Journey.
Present. I hope everybody's had a chance to review the library board meeting minutes from May 21st, 2026. Would someone like to make a move to accept the minutes as written?
I'll move that we accept the minutes as written from May.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the May 21st City of Sweet Home Library Board meeting minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we also had a second. Okay. Let's have the report of the library director for June and July.
So our state park passes have come in and are available for checkout. This will allow you to have day use in all of the state parks across the state. Most of them are on the coast, a few in Eastern Oregon. They check out for 7 days at a time, and they've been checking out pretty good so far.
So I've seen this, I've heard, am I on? I've heard this announced on the radio, probably NPR, for libraries in Oregon. And I thought, well, we're already ahead of the curve here. So
Yeah,
good
they're
job.
making a big push statewide for people to go to their library, and most of the libraries within a certain distance of state parks have gotten the passes. We now have a few video games that we're circulating. They've all been donations. So it's kind of random what we have, but they've been checking out as well.
Is this something that libraries are doing these days?
Yeah, we're actually really behind the curve on this one. 20 years ago when I worked in libraries, we created one of the first video game library checkouts at the U of O.
No kidding.
So it's been popular since then. We're just a little bit behind, mostly because I was looking for more donations. For building issues, multiple spots in our carpet have decided to give up within a few weeks of each other. So with a staff, have you been using some carpet tape in spots and patching as possible and where we need to. I'm not sure how much longer the carpet as a whole is going to last, but right now, no tripping hazards or anything. It's all, we're taking care of it.
So I have a comment about that. Is there a repair and replacement line item in the budget to take care of things like this?
It's just general maintenance.
So it sounds like the general maintenance line item on the budget is not adequate if these parts of the library floor are allowed to get into such disrepair that our staff has to get down there with tape. It's rather shocking.
It's just easier. The carpet itself, I think, is original to the building and has held up very well. With the anticipation of a new building, we've put off replacing it. So we're just repairing as necessary. We also put together furniture that we order. So we're good at some basic maintenance.
So I understand that. And I also, I mean, I haven't looked at the staff's job descriptions, and many of them have vague language like other duties as assigned. So that covers a myriad of other tasks, as well as weight limits. And I commend the staff for being willing to do this sort of work, but it just concerns me that they have to do this sort of thing. There are plenty of other things that they have on their list to do, but patching floor carpet because it's worn out seems to be a stretch, my opinion.
I would say in a small organization, nothing's a stretch, unfortunately. And flooring is actually shockingly expensive. We got some very, very basic, poor quality carpet for the East Wing, and it was hundreds of dollars for a small section.
So I understand that. I just would prefer that we anticipate this sort of thing in our budget preparations as years go by. And that given that everything's more expensive now than it was last year, we know that that's going to continue to happen. I just want to make sure that our staff is happy. And I could see doing this kind of work as in the unhappy column rather than in the happy column.
Honestly, the staff member that did it told me about it afterwards because she was happy to do it.
Well, and that's, that's to our staff's benefit that they're willing to step in there and get done what's done. But I'm sitting here thinking about what they're doing and I'm putting a shout out for them.
I can't believe it's the original carpet.
Mm-hmm.
That's been since what, early
I'm not
70s?
1969. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I have been told.
Is it like
Oh.
made out of steel wool or something?
Pretty much.
No kidding.
They used to make things better, right?
And the price difference between then and now is like unbelievable.
So nothing new for in the building changes I've made, mostly because it's summer reading. We've had really good turnouts for our 2 events in the park so far. Even if one of them was a rainy day and we still had like 50 kids and adults show up. We've had over 200 kids and adults and teens sign up for summer reading so far. I think for elementary school age, it should be about 5 to 12 or so, depending on what one they want to do when they're older. We've had 150 or so. So we're getting really good turnout for that age. And I have a lot more adults doing the program this year as well. I think they all want free pizza from Pizza Hut. I'll be at the health fair at the high school on August 15th for Saturday, talk about the library. If anyone wants to join me at the table, that would be awesome.
What
But you don't
time
have
is
to.
that?
It is from, I believe, like 9 to 1.
Okay.
Most of our large amount of events happening this month, it's in the newsletter that's included in your printed packet. Just because I forgot to add it, and it's available online as well and in the building. And also, I want to point out you have bookmarks. August 6th is our community read with the corrected copy of our local author's book. There are some printing issues with the first copy that went out, but it's been corrected now. And I know there's several people that are already excited to come and talk to the author about it. So I'm going to skip statistics because you all know what that is and just go straight to the new business, if that's okay with everyone. So exciting news. With city council approval and city management approval, the library, on a very quick timeline, purchased the old garden center at 1211 Long Street. So we're anticipating this probably for next summer, spring, summer, but it'll be a great outdoor space for the library. The square footage of the lot is almost exactly the same as what our building is right now. It's just a few hundred square feet less, which is not that much difference. We're working through the planning process right now and getting like all the permits and stuff. Essentially, my thought for the space is to update the fencing and update the covering, but still have it open. So we can do things, instead of having necessarily to go to Sankey Park on these Fridays, we can do things in this area. We could take story time over there for like today we had for our preschool age, no, it was baby and toddler age, we had 25 people. And it gets super hot and super full and loud in the little spot in the library. So if we could do that over there, that'd be awesome. So that's the basic plan. I want input on other things that will happen as they can happen. Get through the building permit process of what we can and can't do and all of that, and then work on clearing the space and then moving towards hopefully having it open. I'm thinking next spring, summer, because it rains around here. It'll be somewhat similar, I'm hoping, to how Lebanon does their outdoor space. So they have like a patio area with a steel structure with like awnings that they put up during the summer for shade. I would love to have either like pea gravel or astroturf for the ground for most of it. Have a garden space there because there is a tree within the structure. Have like a little garden bed that the preschoolers and younger can plant things. And I know some of our teenagers will absolutely love having that much space to literally run around on game night and play some of our bigger games and our louder games and things like that. So anything that you guys want to see from the space next week, if you want to tour the space, just stop by and I can, if I'm there or Kira's there, we can walk you over and tour through the space. As almost everyone that's gone over there is like, this is much bigger than I thought it was going to be once you see it. So thoughts, ideas. It was rather quick, so we didn't have a meeting, so I was unable to talk to you ahead of time.
What was the acquisition price?
85,000.
Cool.
And what money did we use to pay that?
This was all of the donation from the Colorado land sale.
Okay, so that total is diminished now by 85,000. Has there been any thought to solicit plans for the space as we might like it to be from any local landscape type people or landscapers within Lynn County? Have maybe some donation?
Yeah, once we figure out a plan and some what we can do with the fencing and the roof structure, then we will go that way. But even those, we'd like to be local.
Yeah.
I can see some nice round table, picnic table type things with benches. Can even come pretty big.
And I think it's a great space to do messy art. Like
Mhm.
tomorrow we're doing tie-dye with teenagers and most likely have to go out to the parking lot. Glitter, so much glitter. Everyone loves glitter, but nobody wants to do it inside. And even like tomorrow we have creature teachers coming. They'll be at Sankey Park with various different reptiles. And this would actually be a better spot, even if it's outdoor, because there would be a fence rather than there's some animals she can't bring because we're in an open area.
So this might be a really good way to advertise more of the activities of the library in a very visual, open, you can see what we're doing here venue to move us along to the building
Yeah.
idea.
And I think even if we were to move somewhere else downtown, this would still definitely be within walking space and closer than going to one of the parks if we wanted to keep it as our space.
It really enhances downtown. I mean, we're putting in a little pocket park.
Yeah.
So there's already that beautiful mural across the street. We've closed off 13th Avenue, so we're controlling some of the traffic. Now we're putting in a pocket park. It's kind of creating a little nexus of activity, which I think is really smart.
And if for some reason down the road, things with the new library change in terms of the location and Megan doesn't feel that they have a primary use for the garden center, City Manager Ogden and I have talked about basically repaying the 85,000 to take it over for general use.
Yeah, I mean, this is just completely hypothetical, but having a pocket park, regardless of who uses it, who owns it, in that location
Mhm.
just really enhances that whole
Yeah.
like 4 block area.
And we'd like to also maybe make it available for rentals, and then that revenue
Okay.
stream can go back to the library
you
as
go.
well.
Yeah, birthday parties. It's a shame that little park in the middle of Main Street there by the bakery, and not sure exactly where it is.
So next to the New Era,
Yeah, it's closed up and you can't get to it.
and most people don't even know it exists.
Yeah, you drive right by it. I remember when they put that in and it was open. And then next thing I knew, they had fencing around it.
We talked about that a lot on the planning commission, but it's private property, and so the owner decided to do what they decided to
Yeah,
do, and
I'm sure.
that's the fence situation.
Should another
Somebody has to-
location eventuate? It seems like another thought could be flipping it as commercial property, and it might benefit the building program that way. Just a thought.
But I think talking to various city employees that are incredibly excited that it's not going to be what it was, and that it's going to be a good use. It's going to be a visible spot. The community is going to get some use out of it.
And Long Street's, it's not horrendously busy, but it gets quite a bit of traffic. So you're right. Exposure is going to be wonderful.
Yeah, and that's one reason to keep the fence is running children,
Yeah. Yes, of course.
but to not close off, not to have it closed off is, and you can't see in there.
Right.
I would like to do a project, probably on where the fence meets the parking lot, because that parking lot's not part of the deal. But I've seen taking boards that are 2 to 4 feet high and making them look like book spines.
Oh.
And I think that would be really cool along that side,
Mhm.
and also kind of advertise that, yes, this is the library's
Mhm.
spot.
Well, you could even do that on more than just that one side. And if they're not going to be very high, because then people can still see over the top of
Yeah.
them. And kids wouldn't be quite so distracted by what's happening outside the area if they're sitting at a table or sitting on the ground doing something.
If you look at how many cars go in and out to the post office, the library, the veterinarian office, and then just the through traffic on Long Street, it's very visible. So it could definitely be advertising without appearing to be advertising.
Well, and even the community market, when it was raining 2 weekends ago,
And that again,
was asking Joy, like, why can't we just go over there where there's cover?
right.
So I think that could be good for them too.
And the community, the people who go to the community market and the people who go to the
Farmers market.
yeah, the farmers market, but the other market on Saturdays that's more of a
What's the community market? It's
Yeah.
the Saturday one.
yeah. Okay, both of
We can't
them-
call it a Saturday market, so it's a community market.
both of
Eugene.
them are, again, more people and different people that come to the other
Yeah.
activities.
Well, yeah, and it'd be great, yeah, especially during that Saturday market times, if there was things going on in there for the kids.
Oh.
That could be a lot of exposure.
So yeah, if you have any ideas, even if what we want to call it right now, it's just we keep calling it the garden center, just because. If you want to walk through it, just let me know. I'm just only here half a day tomorrow, and I'm doing the program in the morning. So, but next week, just let me know. Stop in, email, whatever, and I can walk you over there.
I bought a lot of plants there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks different without the plants.
it does.
There are like about 300 strawberry plants over there still.
Berries on.
Just a lot of flowers right now. So unless there's any other questions or any questions about the statistics that I skipped over, that's all I have. But yeah, get those thoughts going in your head, and we've got a little bit of time for more planning.
Well, thank you for the good news.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be exciting.
Thanks, Cecily, for moving it through city council really fast.
Kudos.
It'd be nice if we could get it up and running before next spring, but I know that it takes time. and-
It's those, and it's also then, that 6 months of rain.
Well, yeah, but it is covered.
So, question about the laptop lending policy passed through the council, and that's all done in
Yeah.
history and in the books, etc.
And the laptops were ordered July 1st. Got final approval. So those should be in the next few weeks. I should hear where those are.
Discuss any other items not on the agenda. Okay, then I will adjourn meeting at 4:50 p.m.
That was pretty quick.